Hey friend, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. Let's check in with the energies and see what's happening for the weekend. I'm going to look at the full moon energy right now with the Moonology cards, see what, potential some lessons or things that could be coming up to pay attention to. Let's take a peek. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So first up, we have got you're very close to achieving your goal. You and your loved ones are safe. That's a new moon in Cancer, which we recently had. Show the world the real you. You are good enough. That came up actually in the reading that I posted. Well, by the time this is released, it would have been the previous reading. So the one just before this. And then a new romantic cycle begins. Nice. Okay. So Pisces, with this energy showing up right now, it seems that whatever that you're working on right now, whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve, it's letting you know that, yes, you're close to it. I feel like you're right on the brink of something here. Maybe too, you're worried about something around the home front, whether it's your finances or the stability of something. But it's letting you know that the more that you're you, the more that the expansion will happen with this full moon in Aquarius, okay? That's the energy right here. And you are good enough and a new romantic cycle begins. There could be some questions here where you've got some doubts about yourself. Maybe there's some insecurities coming up as well as you're navigating this energy. But it's letting you know, you've got what you need here. Sometimes it's just looking at the finer details, but there's nothing. Perfection is just a fallacy, right? Perfection is what we put in our head sometimes as part of a procrastination thing, as part of, and when I say procrastination, that sometimes can be a response that we have, that we're always told things have to be immaculate to be deserving, and I feel like, this is always double checking things. There's a little bit of sometimes insecurity that can come through with that. And it's letting you know you are good just as you are. Sometimes it's just, showing up in your full form and, where things may need to be changed or adjusted, you still can do that. You still have the control over that. Okay. So don't let someone tell you otherwise. You're amazing just as you are. And then a new romantic cycle begins, a new moon in Libra. This is something about a relationship that is evolving or expanding or opening up here for you. So I think there's a big part of self-confidence that comes into this. And yeah, I feel some of you have just had someone or a person or something at some point in time of your life where someone has made you feel less than for some reason. And that's a reflection of someone else towards you. And I feel like at some point, you've taken it on. I think we all do sometimes experience that, right? When certain people might say things and they don't realize how those words or what they've done over time embeds in us, right? So yeah, just be gentle on yourself. So let's dive in a little bit deeper and see what else you need to know for the weekend. Might do a Celtic cross actually. So current energy, thank you, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles. So this is about your stability. This is about your place in the world. This is also about, perhaps wanting to build and grow something. That's a key focus of you right now, or family, just family in general. But being in a strong, stable place, that seems to be a really key focus here that's showing up in the current energies. What's challenging this? You've got a Queen of Wands. This could be another energy. But it could also be the challenge here, because this is a Queen of Wands. This is also someone who's confident, who's focused, who's determined, and optimistic. So just check in with that and how that's coming up for you in your world right now. But this could also be in terms of your values as well. or someone who may be giving you a hard time in this process of your position in life, what you're wanting to achieve, what you're wanting to do. Maybe it is something on the home front and someone just is giving you a bit of a hard time about it. So let's see what's going on underneath. Got the Four of Cups. Yeah. I feel like this Queen of Wands energy that's coming on in here, that's challenging you right now. You know, maybe someone's challenging you as a mother or your role that you're playing at work. We all play different roles subject to where we are in our life, right? You know, you go home and you might be a mum. You might go home and you're just yourself and you don't have to worry about anyone. You might come home and you know, you've got to step out of being boss, whatever that is. You know, there's different roles that we play. And I feel like there's something here with this Queen of Wands that is challenging it right now. And it's making you feel a little bit disconnected. It could be from your goals or could be questioning if you're missing something. Okay, so that's what's showing up. Let's have a look how the past is impacting you right now. We've got the Page of Cups. Yeah. So it seems like there has been something in your life that had you, you know, questioning whether it's wishful thinking maybe. But there's definitely something here that did catch your eye or captured you, your energy, that had you interested. But I feel like you're questioning that person, that situation right now. This could also be a child figure as well. Let's see what's impacting the mind. Okay, we've got 2. Wow, 3. Got a lot going on. Okay, so we've got the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so what's on your mind right now is showing up in the sense of the plans that you have, and it's like you're trying to manage something here. Whether again this is financial or how to give to all the things that are happening in your world. You know, maybe you're looking at how to pay for certain things. Or how do you give to a situation that you know that, you know, is reciprocal in energy. You do have the Page of Pentacles, which is also about something coming in, but something too that you believe in and that you're faithful about, you know. But it has to do with your plans. And I have a feeling, like I said, there was something that you were interested in, but someone's making you question that interest or that thing that you want to do or what you want to pursue right now. Or how to handle a situation. I feel like you're really looking at this as how to make this work. And that's what you're really looking at and contemplating right now. Let's have a look at what's happening in the near future. Got the 9 of Swords. Okay. So this thing's definitely on your mind. This person, this situation, this dynamic is really on your mind right now. And there's a little bit of stress that's coming on in regarding how I think you're trying to solve something, find a way, navigate this. And maybe you're standing still and this is what, I don't know, just again, I feel like someone's challenging you on what you want to do. And you're feeling a little stuck and how do you navigate this? There's definitely something on your mind. If you're in a relationship, you know, I don't know if there's people, friends that you talk to, or you're in, you know, connected with yourself and really looking at the situation here. I feel like, you know, coming back to the read that just went out, there's a little bit of energy of like you're wanting to do something and it's like you're not getting the cooperation or understanding here. Yeah, and it's just not making you feel good, and it's making you look at things and question things, but it's taking a little bit of your mental space. All right, let's have a look at your power in this situation. Let's show Pisces power. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we've got 2. Okay. Your power right now, and I like this, is time and choice. Okay, so you have a little bit of time right now to ground yourself, to connect into the things that, getting back to this 6 of Pentacles that you're thinking about, you know, how to give to a situation, how to build and grow. And sometimes too, the peace comes, or the growth comes that you're seeking right now when you do make a choice. But it's also letting us know here with this Temperance energy, you don't have to rush, but the more that you think about this and don't make a choice, sometimes it can cloud our energy, okay? So just be mindful of that as well. Let's have a look at the current environment around you. Eight of Wands and 9 of Wands. Wow. Okay. So sequential energy. You know, this is kind of saying too, like, things are moving forward with or without you. But what I do sense here with this energy is that I feel like something's moving forward either which way here, Pisces, okay? The conversations are going to keep happening. Things are going to keep being there until you do something with it. But it's also letting us know here with this 9 of Wands that this is your chance. I know you might feel tired. I know you might feel frustrated. I know you may be feeling challenged on a mental front on how to make something work. But I'm sensing here through action is where you can hit this breaking point, right? I feel right now it's about keeping on going. Yes, you're allowed to take some time and be patient and not feel bullied or pushed or rushed to make a decision. But I also feel too, taking too much time can cloud your thinking. And I feel like a decision needs to be made. You don't want other people or this situation to take its own control. You have control by making your own choices and your own decisions, okay? Let's have a look at fear and hope. Got the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Bless. Yeah. Ace of Cups, we do have a new romantic cycle begins. I'm taking this that you're really hoping, and if this is not romantic, guys, I feel like it's love in your life that has meaning, something that has meaning to you, a person, something that you're pursuing. Right now, the way this is coming across is that you're really hoping this situation can come to a point where energy is put in to start afresh or start from a place of care and love and connection. That's how this is coming across, okay? Let's have a look at the potential outcome. Potential outcome regarding this situation. We've got the Lovers and the Knight of Swords. I have also said in some readings here that there's definitely a conversation coming on in or some news that is coming towards you. But I do feel like a lot of you have a pretty significant choice and conversation coming up here now. Again, just be mindful of conversations that are being approached in a bit more of a out loud, not much thought perhaps in it. And it doesn't, because sometimes, you know, when we do think of a certain situation and we're mulling over it, and then eventually you get to that point and then it just pops out and it's not articulated or expressed the way that you were hoping. Whether this is you or someone coming towards you, I feel here you might be surprised on what you do learn and what all this ends up turning into. Let's see if I can get a little bit more here on this outcome and what this Knight of Swords is representing here with this Lover's energy. So again, I still feel this is more on choice and direction. Knight of Swords, what is this information? What's this incoming information? Shit. Sorry, I don't like saying that, but we've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Someone may have a plan. Let's dive in. It's probably the card I just don't like, you know? And it doesn't always mean negative, but I always feel that means that there is a problem though, right? Go away, Seven of Swords. Let's have a look what this Seven of Swords is. Queen of Cups. Share more. What is this Seven Swords? What's hiding here that we need to see? Got the Ten of Swords. And the Six of Cups. So some of you could be questioning someone's intent here. Maybe there is another energy around. Queen of Wands can be another energy, another feminine energy around. But there may be some conversation here. What I do sense, obviously, you represent here the Queen of Cups. That's Piscean energy, water energy. I think one thing I like to see here that I'm not seeing, I do see it here, but I think that one thing that when someone is expressing themselves, sharing information, while they can express care, express love, I also want to see that in action, you know? I want to see that that's what they're acting on, not just saying. If some of you, you know, you may be concerned about someone's past actions, past activities, or someone from the past that you could be questioning. I do feel here that that person, or, you know, I do feel that's over if that is something that you're concerned about. I wasn't expecting to go this deep into this reading, but, you know, I can't just leave it hanging. Let's have a look at where this dynamic is going. Thank you, Spirit. Final message. Got the Goddess of the Moon. Woman holding a coin. That was your energy first stepping into this reading. And man holding a heart. One more. Victory. That victory card likes to come out. Look, if there is something going on that's challenging, something here regarding a relationship or something that you want to express, I feel here right now that if some of you are seeking a connection, a commitment, some truth, the way this is coming across, and I like this energy because it's kind of saying, I also feel what is being expressed to you is that you're everything that this person has wanted. And I feel in the same regard, this is also for you. There may be some things underneath that are making you feel uncomfortable. Maybe you're questioning someone's intentions and motives or things that they're doing that may make you feel uncomfortable. Again, I'd suggest checking into the previous reading. But I feel like if you're worried about something, you know, that has happened in the past, it has happened in the past. Like the shit that you've dealt with in your own past, it's over. Okay. And I think that's something to remember. So this could be coming up for you and maybe some conversation you want to open up to. Unless for some of you, you know, you have this niggling feeling that what you thought was over isn't. But I feel here, the goddess of the moon is kind of like that Venus attraction energy, you know, this magnetic energy that you're showing up. We are in full moon right now. So I feel like your intuition is pretty high, Pisces. So, you know, make sure you connect into that, whether it's your dreams, whether it's downloads that you're getting. But whatever outcome that you want here, I feel it's yours. I feel it's yours, okay? So I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye.